Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer and joining me is Sree Bala Gowthaman ji. Last week we missed out and he is back again today. We're going to be talking about the fast moving developments in New Delhi and elsewhere and where do things stand now. So all this and more, let's welcome Sree Bala Gowthaman ji. Gowthaman ji, Namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel. How are you?
Namaste. Namaste Sree Iyer ji. Doing great as always.
And viewers, sometimes this name confusion happens. Gowthamanji's name is, his name is Gowthaman. His father's name is, I think, Bala Subramanian. He's a very famous lawyer. Bala Krishnan is a very famous lawyer in Kanyakumari, if you remember correctly. So when we call him, because we are used to the American way, first name is Bala, you shouldn't be addressing him as Bala. That's why I always call him Gowthamanji. So thank you so much for taking time out to meet with us today. Viewers, a lot of things are happening. The first one I want to touch about is what happened in Tamil Nadu today. Annamalai had a press conference where he said he's not backing down, but the cheapness with which the DMK is behaving. They used to equate Annamalai with Atukuti. Atukuti means lamb, sheep, lamb, young one of a sheep. And in TV, in front of video, somebody cut the neck of a lamb. Okay, the symbolism cannot be lost, guys. That's why I'm saying it in that detail. Gowthamanji, let us start with what is happening in Tamil Nadu, and then we will go on to the national scene. We have some breaking developments, guys. You may not hear this from other channels. That's why I want you to like this video, and if you're not shared, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel. Over to you, Gowthamanji.
This is expected from the DMK. It's a cheap, third-rated bunch of jokers. And again, unscrupulous, and I don't call them violent because they become violent only if they are in power. Otherwise, they are very timid. And so, actually, if you say that a goat is being cut, actually, the DMK are the scapegoats, and none of them have the courage to face. That is why Annamalai immediately said, "Why are you, harming the poor goat? I am in Coimbatore. You please come to me." This is what he said. Not even a single DMK guy dared to go near his entrance of his house, right? So this is a very good call from Annamalai. Yes, I am here. Why are you harming this simple goat? Number two, what we need to understand is now, BJP has not done this, but BJP should have done this. Annamalai said that I am from a farmer's family. We are rearing goats and other things for our livelihood. And that is why the DMK fellows are doing this. This is insulting farmers. And this is one line that BJP has to take. If I do the same thing with the Karunanidhi's family or somebody else's family, what will the politicians in Tamil Nadu say? Now, if you are doing this with a goat, then you are insulting all the people who are into agriculture. And this is a stand that BJP should have taken by now. Number three, this is, who gives you the right to kill a goat in front of the street for your political demonstration? Is it not against animals' rights? Are these DMK goons not liable to be punished? Is it not a crime if somebody else does this? What you will do? So, this is what DMK can do at the best. Annamalai has challenged them to come to his house. Let me see, even any DMK guy is going to go there. Because already we have seen all these things before. One Sekhar Babu, he said that because of our leader, that we are silent, otherwise we could have behaved something else. Annamalai at that time told him that you are only a rowdy in North Madras. I have seen many rowdies like you before. Then the next day, Sekhar Babu came up with another statement. I said that I am putting my arms around the neck. I never meant to that. And this is what DMK is all about. So, this is a message that DMK is giving. It is inciting somebody else to do the crime. Because DMK as such, they are the cowards of the lowest order. So, they can't indulge in any big violence. And this is something that we need to understand. But they are provoking violent gundas to take up these actions. And this is what we need to understand. So it is more dangerous. It is a signal given by the ruling party and the police not taking action against them, that is a signal for people to go and attack Annamalai. This is something that we need to understand.
Thank you so much, Gowthaman ji, and Annamalai ji, please stay safe. You have just scared the bejesus out of them. And don't look at the results, but look at the voters percentage. It has gone up for BJP alone from 3% to 11.1%. And we knew it was not going to be 20%. But at the same time, you see, I don't have to say this thing. Viewers, go back to Gowthaman ji has been a regular on our channel for 6 to 8 weeks now. Go back to his original video. How many of you said, oh, no, why are you guys saying, all this negative stuff? Because the ground situation was like that. We all want the right party to win. We want the dharma to prevail. But you see, the thing is, there is such a simple thing called bribe. People are getting bribed and they want to give the vote for that. See, this is not something that we can change in a jiffy like this. Sir, let's take a look at the second situation. NDA partners for how long? And I want to set the context here, viewers. The Indy met, and so did BJP yesterday after the election. And in both these meetings, people from regional parties congregated. Interesting thing that happened was that there was one aircraft in which Tejasvi Yadav and Nitish Kumar were traveling. Initially, they were one behind the other, one seat and the next seat. But when finally the plane landed, both were sitting side by side. I'm not saying anything. You need to look at the optics. Second thing, I'm going to show you a video now. This took place yesterday, and take a quick look. And also there's something new today that I'll add to before I bring in Gowthaman ji. Here we go. I'm laughing because they are falling without the earshot. That means they can't hear what is being spoken. The press has been prevented from capturing being too close because they can hear what is being talked about. Again, I'm not saying anything. These two could be friends for life. They could be talking about each other's family, how they are doing. Yes. But understand how politics runs. That's all I'm going to say. Third interesting thing, in the Indy meeting, Uddhav Thackeray was not present. Sanjay Raut was present. Evidently, Uddhav Thackeray is sulking that Congress ensured Shiv Sena's defeat in Sangli constituency. I don't know the exact details, but he was not there. This has been boiling for 2 days. Now I'm hearing that a senior union minister has been deputed by the BJP center to talk to Uddhav Thackeray. I mean, if the whole world knows about it 48 hours ago, what are you guys doing? Next one. Today, I'm reading this. I don't know how true this is. Our editor will pull up the thing. There's a small announcement from Chandrababu Naidu. He's saying that he is going to give 1.25 lakhs or 1 lakh to every Hajj visitor, everyone who wants to perform Hajj. What about Ayodhya? Give 10,000 rupees. 1 lakh may be a little bit high. Give 10,000 rupees to everyone who wants to go to Ayodhya. Just telling you that this is what is now going to be for the next few months. Anyway, I'll leave this at this point. Gowthaman ji, your comments on what is going on.
Okay, every party will try to win, and every party will try to pull up some MPs to their side to do politics. As far as now, there won't be any issues for the BJP government, because everyone knows now switching side is going to be suicidal for them. And if BJP is shrewd enough, and to me, I don't think there is nothing wrong in politics when certain things. If our BJP Baniyas are going to work hard, then in the next year, when we are going to speak in the same month of June, BJP may have around 300 MPs in the parliament. It all depends on how the Motabai is going to do. And I'm sure that every party has got a price and every MP has got a price. And this is what we have seen in Indian politics. I'm not sure how BJP is going to play it out. And it all depends on how the ground situation is going to turn after a month or so. So BJP has to do one thing, because it is basically whether Chandrababu Naidu is going to go the BJP's way, or Nitish is going to go the BJP's way, or they are going to go the other way, or Shiv Sena is going to come back to BJP. It all depends on the next 100 days of Modi's government. In the 100 days, if Modi is going to increase his popularity, if Modi is going to put some of these leaders from Indie bloc into jail for some charges or other, if he is going to create a very good groundswell in favor of BJP, the defection will be from the opposite side to the BJP. If that is not going to happen, the defection will happen from NDA to the other side. So this 100 days, they are going to be crucial. How it is going to pan out, point number one. Point number two, it is willful for any politician to do. I am not sure whether BJP is going to do or not. Whether BJP is able to split the India alliance in the coming days. Because already it is a bundle of contradictions. If BJP is going to play that card well, I think NDA is going to get strengthened. And by next time around, NDA will be, in the next year around, maybe NDA will be 350 plus. So these things are possible. It all depends on the first 100 days of the government, how Modi's popularity is going to go up, and how internal troubles are going to be planted inside the India alliance. It all depends on this. If he is not going to do it proper, the India alliance will do the thing in the BJP's backyard. And this is how the next 100 days is going to pan out.
Thank you so much, Gowthaman ji. And viewers, I hope you watched a video I put out. It was a monologue about an hour ago at 7 p.m. thereabouts about the stock market. Look who is crying foul now. And if stock market goes up, the biggest beneficiaries are the Congress party people themselves, more than anybody else. This has been proven times and time again. And whatever little action has been done on the NSE co-location scam has been thwarted because all these bandicoots are still in the system. So let's leave it at that. The thing is,
and again,
should I be the one fighting for BJP? Yes, sir.
And again, to add up to your thing, when the results started coming in, when the first round it says that Narendra Modi trailing in Varanasi, and that is the first hour or so, a crucial posting in SEBI is given to a family member of Thorat family. The Thorat family, they are a part of the Indira Gandhi Trust, Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, I think. They are a form of that trust. So this is the link what Congress has got with the Stock Exchange Bureau of India. That happened day before yesterday when the results start pouring in. The first chairman post was announced, but not the members. They expected BJP to lose, but unfortunately BJP started gaining. So after that lone announcement, no other announcement came in. And this is just to add on to your point, then who is going to be beneficial?
Thank you, Gowthaman ji. See, I also mentioned this part in the monologue, but it didn't come as a top line because I was not privy to the fact. Somebody, an alert reader, pointed it out to me. Viewers, I still feel 17 June is when I think the council, I think the 17th June is the date given for, I think, submitting the support and things like that. And 21st is when the swearing in appears to be. I don't know. This is what I'm hearing on the grapevine. You will know for sure in a couple of days.
So Sunday, I think they are swearing in.
Okay. So here is the Chandrababu Naidu statement. Can you please open that screen, please? This is the news item, and this is dated April 28, 2024. So it is in the middle of the campaign. First round is over, and then he announced this. And I think they went to polls on 13th May, if I remember correctly. Andhra Pradesh went to poll on 13th May. Just placing the facts out there, okay? Now we can close that. Viewers, see, many of you are young and you may not be aware, but the way the process works, and I'm repeating this again, I did it a few days ago, is the way a prime minister is chosen. The process is the elected members of parliament. They all have to congregate in Delhi, and then a senior member of the party who's not an MP, who's got nothing to do with this, but he has taken political sannyas, would come in and say that now it is time for us to choose our leader. And this is common for all parties. This is not one party. All parties, their elected MPs should elect their leader. And that leader essentially then becomes their face of the party. And in a coalition like this, the leaders will then meet. Then they decide who has to do what based on their comparative strengths. Okay, this is democracy. What is happening today, I don't want to say anything, because it is not one party that should be blamed. It's everyone is like this, but that is democracy. And we understand what democracy is. Anyway, getting back to the strength. You said that NDA is going to grow from here. So there were a list of independents who have given unconditional support to NDA, including 2 terror-associated elements. I don't know to laugh or cry, Gowthamanji.
That is what I said. Everything has got a price tag. So it basically depends on who can deliver on those price tags. I think NDA has got, I think, better purse, and then they are more reliable than the other set of parties. And again, that alliance is a bundle of contradiction. Yes, now you are going to say that the India alliance is going to come to power. Then who is going to be your prime minister? Which ministry you are going to whom? Now, Samajwadi Party will say that because of an alliance with us, your Rahul Gandhi has become a member of parliament from Uttar Pradesh. Will Congress accept it? So this is going to be an issue. So they are very sure that they are not going to form the government, because this result is a sweet shock for the India alliance. So they are not prepared even to form the government. If at all they are going to start deliberations on forming a government, within the first round of talks, there will be 2 or 3 attrition from the India alliance itself. This Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar knows, because they are masters in this art of alliance politics for a long time. So they don't throw the dice on the other side, because they know that they are going to be losers in the long run. And again, BJP will storm back to power within an year or so, because that alliance is not going to last for more than 1 year. Then again, if that is going to happen, then they are going to get rid of their power in the center for the next 4 or 5 years. These stupid decisions these 2 guys won't take. Unless or otherwise, there is a solidarity among the Indie partners, which is as of now not visible in the near future. So this is how it pans out. That is why I say that NDA has got now, at the time being, NDA has got the field to purchase other parties or defect from other parties to its side and make its government stronger. And this, I think, that BJP will do, because they are the masters in this craft.
Thank you, sir.
This is a part of democracy, you need to understand.
It is. That's why I'm saying what I said about electing a leader. This is something that should have been done. If there was an increased majority, then I can understand. But this is what parliamentary, that is how it used to run. I'll give you an example, guys, because sometimes
I think that they have to do this, but I don't think, because they have to do, because if India needs to have the last 10 years, the Modi government has created a very good base. From here on, the country has to launch itself. So you require a strong government for the next 5 years to go on from where you are now. So it is not only the onus of BJP to do it. It is the onus of every patriotic citizen to help this defection happen from the other side towards BJP. And this is what I feel. Otherwise, whatever you have done in the last 10 years, you are going to lose it because of some indecisiveness or pulls and pressures from coalition partners and other things. That is why you have showed a news item of Chandrababu Naidu promising, say, what this 1 lakh for Hajj subsidy, which is contra. How can you do it? Because Article 27 of the Indian Constitution says that not a portion of your tax money should be spent to promote a religious institution or a denomination. It comes under Article 27 of your Constitution. And there is, something that your viewers needs to understand. There is a guy by the name Markandeya Kajju, because I call him by this name, so I remember that alone. That Market Kajju made a beautiful judgment in the court, because this Hajj subsidy was challenged in the Supreme Court. They said, this is contrary to Article 27 of the Constitution. How can you do it? He said it is not a problem, because say it is only a small portion of the total tax money which is going on. So if it is, say, 10% or 25%, then you have to step in. That what he means to say, if I am going to kill Sree Iyer alone, then I can be discharged of my charges. If I am going to kill the entire 10 or 20 people, then only I can be charged with murder. This is like this. So this courts have given these judgments, and they are the ones who really killed and watered down the constitutions before. Since these types of judgments have come in this country, so anyone can make an anti-constitutional undertaking to the people. Now, will BJP in Andhra Pradesh will raise this issue? They can't raise this issue now. Now they can't say that it is anti-constitution. You have to toe the line of Chandrababu Naidu now. These are the issues that BJP government is going to face in the next 5 years. For that, I request to BJP through this channel, kindly do poaching at the earliest, because the country needs it. You are a master in that art. I am not a master in that art. I am a master in some other art which I am doing within my own limitation. But you are a master in that art. Kindly do it. Get that number close to 300 within the 100 days of your government. I want the BJP number to be around 300. If that happens, then the country is safe for the next 5 years.
Thank you, sir. We have a few questions from our viewers. Let's take the questions now, please. Thank you, Nivedita ji, for becoming a YouTube member. Manoj wants to know, sir, Naidu and NDA, good combo, sir. Previously also they created some good amount of jobs in Telugu media. TDP says they are going big for manufacturing jobs. Yeah, so Gowthaman ji, I'll let you answer this question, then maybe I'll weigh in a little bit.
Okay, then you go ahead, Sree ji. You can go ahead.
So, see, Chandrababu Naidu is a very pro capitalist person who understands that job growth is not easy, that there are some things that give you a lot of jobs and there are some things that don't give you a lot of jobs. For example, service industry, it has a small amount, but if there is some, let us say there is a new factory of 10,000 people, right? How many restaurants will you bring up? Maybe 20 restaurants. Beyond that, it cannot grow. You need another big company to come, and then only that can happen. Whereas if there is a semiconductor fab company that is put, let us say, in any place, it doesn't matter, but it will be usually near resources like water and electricity. You put it there, every job there results in 10 jobs outside of it. Why? Because this is a complex industry. It's got a lot of small components that people have to supply to it. It cannot do it itself. So all these ancillary industries will start. Once these ancillary industries will start, suddenly the ecosystem is starting to grow very quickly. Schools have to be built there, universities have to be built there, hospitals have to be built there. So that kind of a multiplier, those industries that can create you that huge multiplier. Auto industry is another one. Today, India can do well if it can bring a semiconductor fab, not in one city, but 2 or 3 cities. Those all will create jobs very, very quickly.
Sir, I agree with Mr. Manoj There's Chandrababu Naidu is a person who can understand this. Is a good combo, no doubt about it. And today's Hyderabad is just because of Chandrababu Naidu. He has created this infrastructure. He has made it as an IT hub, no doubt about it. And even as Mr. Sree Iyer said, that he got the knack of understanding where the world is moving. It's a good combo, no doubt about it. But again, you are not sure about certain things, because in Indian politics, religion vetoes everything. That is a problem. That is why this, the 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙪 thing, and even certain NGOs, they have a very good sway over TDP. This is what I understand from some people in Andhra Pradesh. And how they are going to put pressure on him, that remains to be seen. But otherwise, it's a good combo. He understands what development means. So, and I think that it's a good sync. But anyway, if BJP is not going to cross that mark, corporate companies are good bargainers too. This is something that we need to understand. They will try to bargain through Chandrababu Naidu on certain things, which may not be in the interest of the nation. But again, to save the ministries, government has to buckle down. If BJP has got that majority on its own, I think certain things, they won't put that much pressure on the government to do. And yes, it's a good partner. But the thing is, a partner at what level? If I am stronger than your partner, then I have a better bargaining strength. I am seeing this issue from that angle alone.
Thank you, sir. Next one. Thank you, Rajiv Dahiya, for your generous donation. Please inform people that BJP has actually won in the Ayodhya city area of Fisabad Lok Sabha 2024, though it lost in the rural areas. Gowthamanji.
Look, there are many analysis and other things which are coming out in the newspapers in the past 48 hours. And I consider most of them as shit, because it is say, if the BJP lost around 8.5% from its previous election in Uttar Pradesh, whereas it lost 10% in Rajasthan. So in most of the states, BJP has lost a good percentage of votes, from 0.55% to close to 10%, the highest being Rajasthan. So this loss is all across the country. And this is one thing that we need to understand. But why you are magnifying Uttar Pradesh alone? So you are magnifying it alone because you need to say that Yogi has failed. And this is a political campaign that you want to do. And the second thing, that you are forcing the Hindutva people to accept that taking Hindutva agenda is not going to work for you. This is something which is suicidal for the BJP. To set these narratives, these type of fake news have been getting peddled across. The loss of BJP is not because of this Ayodhya temple thing or something else. Even if BJP is not going to take these issues alone, now there won't be an NDA government. That is something that you need to understand. The caste divisions, the type of caste politics played in the country over the past days. And again, the groupism inside the BJP, and BJP people, each and every BJP person at the local level is, I can't see many of the people whose feet is touching the ground. It is alone after 11.5 kilometers in the stratosphere. They are not even visible in the ground. This I saw in many places. Even the local worker, he speaks as if he is the Narendra Modi. And this is something that this brought a disconnect. And again, the opponent, it is not a victory of any political party in India. It's not a victory, because this is something that the entire alliance is close to 10 seats lower than what BJP has got. So it is not an alliance for, but the thing is that we need to understand, for more than 1 to 2 years, the jihadi, the missionary, the leftist network, they have worked in the field tirelessly. But where were the BJP fellows? You are in YouTube, you are in Facebooks, you are in Twitter, and you are parroting whatever you want. And the complacency, the arrogance that we will win, no need to work. This happened to Kamaraj in 1967. He said, Paduthukonde Jaipe. That is the day in 1967. DMK made him sleep, and Congress has not woken up after that till today. And this lesson that we have to learn, it is not because of these issues that BJP has lost. BJP has lost because fault lines are exploited by the opponents because of their hard work, complacency, arrogance, and groupism among the Hindutva forces, not only BJP, I am saying Hindutva forces. That has made this entire campaign totally off gear. And again, you are complacent. You can see that Modi can bring us everything. Modi will win. Modi will make us win. So what we are going to do? I am going to put some posts in the Facebook, take some selfies somewhere else, and giving false data that this much amount of booth committees are there. And this is what you have done. You have lost because of this. You have not lost because of Hindutva. If Hindutva was not there, BJP could not have crossed to 200. Because many Hindus, they have not worked, but they voted. Because if we are not going to vote for BJP, Hindus are going to be decimated in this country. That is why most of the votes got polled. And the narrative is now getting changed that BJP lost because of Hindutva. This is further to weaken BJP. And sir, and Rajiv Dya, I mean, if I am not, I am maybe spelling your name wrong. You are correct. And this point needs to be sent across. And media, it has got this agenda of peddling these things. And there are some neo-Hindutvavadis. They have recently come after Modi's rise. And they also make these foolish statements. Because they don't know what, because of a fanciful prime minister, they come to the party. And if he is not going to be the prime minister, they will go to some other party. So, I mean, I don't rely on these, these armchair critics and other things. But this is something that you need to understand.
Next one, please. Shankar VK wants to know, how come Thamilisai is contradicting Annamalai's statements on alliance with ADMK? Isn't she damaging the image of the party?
Since she has damaged the image of the party, Annamalai has to come and resurrect it. I don't know, this is another foolish thing on the part of the BJP to come and drop her again back into state politics. Look, she has said that BJP's vote has really increased and other things. Sir, I'm sorry, I want to contradict you on this. I am again making this statement, and there may be comments opposing me, again today even, but I am not bothered about it. In 2014, Karunanidhi around, Jayalalitha around, there is no central government or Modi government. BJP formed a third alliance like what it has formed today. They clocked around 18.5 to 19%. This time NDA clocked around 16%. And this is one thing that we need to understand. From that close to 18% BJP was brought down to 3.5% by the hard work of the person that whom you are mentioning here. And if the party still thinks that by sending her, para-dropping her in the Chennai is going to grow the party, then I am sorry to say that, I mean, whether they have senses or not, number one. And my second point, I criticized Annamalai's wrong decisions on certain things. I still stand by that because that is the reason for what the show BJP has happened today in Tamil Nadu. I stand by that. Whatever I said, that has reflected in the results what you have seen today. But I support the decision of Annamalai for BJP to go it alone. I support, not only, I salute his confidence. Because in 2014, BJP made that decision. That is where BJP got to those numbers. And the party cadres, yes, they are pumped up to work that we want to bring BJP to power. And after a gap of 10 years when Annamalai made this announcement, I am the most happiest person. And this idea I have been advocating for the past 20-25 years. Yes, we may be losing a couple of elections. It doesn't matter. You have to take this risk, you have to do this. And you took this risk when BJP was not in power and Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi were around. And Annamalai is taking this risk in the most supporting environment. This is something that we need. No Jayalalitha, no Karunanidhi, a strong Modi government back. And BJP, Modi has reached BJP to every common man in this country. If you are not going to go alone in these circumstances, then when you are going to go alone? So the thing is not for the sake of 1 or 2 seats that you are going to win. And how many seats ADMK is going to give it to you? At the maximum, they will give you 8 seats. Not more than that ADMK can spare. Even if 8 seats they are going to give you, then somebody from your party is going to get aligned with the DMK, because whatever seat you are going to be, he is going to give you 8. How much he is going to contest? And you are again not sure if you are going to win back. So even with alliance or without alliance, you have a risk of getting 0. So if you are going to get 0, why can't you contest and give a good fight and grow your party? Give confidence to some of your partymen and train your people how to work in the field, how to make them fighters, how to learn from the mistakes you have made. Now you are the king. If you are going to go in alliance, the ADMK will dictate terms to you, which booth slip you are going to give, what you have to give, and your leaders, what they will do, they will give the money to the ADMK man to run your election campaign. And none of your BJP people are going to run the election campaign. This will happen. So this type of statements, I mean, it is not only ruining the party. I mean, this is putting a permanent graveyard for Hindutva forces in South. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Next one, please. Thank you, Rishabh Rishi, for your generous donation. Sir, there is also a discussion that Shivraj Singh Chauhan to be new BJP president.
I am not sure whether the Gujarati lobby will allow him to become the president or not. I am not sure about it. But he is a good organizational man, and he knows how to build the organization. If that is going to be given to him, free hand is to be given to him too. I am not sure whether the Gujarati lobby will allow that.
Next one, please. Subramanian Vishwanathan wants to know whether BJP can trust Nitish and Naidu for 5 years. What are the other possibilities available to BJP to keep 280 minimum?
Sir, you have to poach from other parties, and you have a good experience in doing that. Kindly doing it within the 100 days. Then Naidu and Nitish will stay on till the end of their life. Don't worry about it. It basically depends on your strength to increase your numbers. I think you are capable of doing it because you have done it in many states. You can do it in Delhi also.
Next one, please. Nandini Ashok wants to know, how can we change the mindset of those pseudo-Hindus who align elsewhere just to look modern?
The thing is, the people who announce themselves as Hindus, as we are, that we need to get strengthened, because we need to increase our numbers. Not only increase our numbers, but the thing is, we need to make it visible. The pseudo-Hindus are the ones, they don't have any logic, they don't have any reasoning, they don't have any senses. I mean, this is my understanding about pseudo-Hindus. Look, when Modi was in the upswing, they talk about rabid Hindutva danas. When Modi was in the downswing, they say that because of this rabid Hindu thing, he is getting lost. And they are the ones who just float by where the wind blows. And what we in Tamil call, they are kuppais. The thing is, kuppai means, waste, which is put in the dustbin. When the wind blows from this direction on the upward side, it will go to the temple tower. When it comes the other side, it will go into the ditch. So the pseudo-Hindus are like that. So the thing is, if we are going to increase our position, if you are going to put up your arguments strong, and if it is more visible, and more people are followed by your argument, the pseudo-Hindus will put up more logic better than us to prove they are more Hindus than you and me. And this is something that we need to understand. They don't have any principle. They have nothing. They just go by how the popular narrative goes.
Next one,
I'm
please.
sorry if I have used some harsh words, Sriji.
Sir, please, sir, we want different opinions, sir. We want our audience to get enriched. I have no problem you disagreeing with me. I have no ego, sir. Because if this is why I have PGurus. I'll always bring opposing viewpoints also. Detolerization is one example. I always do that because at the end of the day, you, the viewer, is enriched by different viewpoints. You have to find what the truth is. I'm not telling you this is the truth. This is what we are seeing. Sometimes I might say this I believe is the truth. That's just still my belief. Beyond that, I won't say anything. No, sir, Gowthamanji, your observations are most welcome. Considering that your channel has very high subscribers and very few viewers, please understand what I just said. Next one. Maya Jagannathan wants to know, ask Sree, many channels started reporting Gadkari's name for PM post. Also narrative about Ram has let down BJP, that secularism is coming back. Is this all to push BJP on the defensive? Sir, please go ahead.
Sir, already I have answered to this point in the previous question.
Yes.
So this is basically a narrative. The thing is, on what you have to see is, okay, if BJP has to go back to the field and BJP is capable of doing it, and I heard there are some problem with some other organizations and BJP, those things needs to be mended. This is something which, this is, I can't say it's an advice because I am groomed in a certain organization. I'm from a Hindu organization, so I don't want to make it as an advice to some of the people. Look, if you want to settle scores, it should not be settled in the war field. It should be settled somewhere else outside. And this is what Hindus needs to understand. If you have some grievances with BJP and Hindutva or any other issues with Modi or Amit Shah, choose a different field, not the electoral field. Because if you are giving scope to someone else, then you are going to lose a lot. Just imagine this is what is happening. This is what has happened in this elections. I just remember the third battle of Panipat in this thing. The Marathas were up against 𝗤𝐻 in third battle of Panipat. And some minor differences between some Hindus, they have not sent the troops at the right moment. And Marathas lost in that battle. That forced the Marathas to sign a treaty with the British. And that is one of the major reasons for Britishers to come to India to settle down for 200 years to rule us. This is one history that we need to remember. And many people, many Hindus, we have not realized it. We have put forth our what we can say, our internal squabblings, our egos and other things in this electoral arena. And we have given scope for the what we can say, the dead zombies to come back, number one. And the second point is the 10 years of base what Narendra Modi government has done. And from here on, it should be a launch pad. But because of this verdict, I don't think that Modi government can do much beyond certain things. There will be some constraints. And this is going to retard the progression of the nation for around 30 to 50 years. Whomsoever has done this, I think Bhagavan will not forgive them.
In fact, the next question is go right into the same document. Same harsh words are actually good for us. Deepa ji, how many of us are listening? There is hearing, there is listening. I told 9 months ago with Sriram sir, just bear with me for 1 minute, sir. I had told all the voters, especially those who are intellectuals, I said, please check and make sure that your voter card, your voter registration is current. Please honestly ask yourself, how many of you listened to our advice? You heard our advice. Did you listen to our advice? Next question, please. The Desi stand. Nadda overplayed his hand saying BJP is not Bhagwa and does not need RSS anymore.
Yeah, that is what I mentioned, that I don't want to mention the names of the organization. Some internal squabbles have taken place, and that is what I mean to say. 𝗤𝙗𝙘𝗍𝗍 battle. They never sided with 𝗤𝙗𝙘𝗍𝗍, but they remained mute when the war was taking place. And we saw what happened to the country. Both sides needs to understand what it is. Because even I learned the history from them.
Narayana wants to know, how many new MPs of Punjab support Khalistan ideology? Many personnel from armed forces are from Punjab. Do you think there should be some sort of scanning done and remove the radicalized ones?
Should be. The government has to do this. Look, two parliamentarians are now who have one from jail, and both are in jail for anti-national activities. And if the people are voting for them, then you need to understand what the ground situation in these two states. So that is what I mean to say. Legislative changes cannot do much. And in my previous programs also, I have spoken about this in many of these things. In this case, I need to bring in one more issue. I think that is the major reason for the defeat. I can't say defeat of the what we can say of this minor setback for BJP in this election. 2004 to 2014, when UPA was there in power, jihadi organizations and missionary organizations, they reached even the unreached population, unreached institutions, unreached narrative creating centers. They almost reached the unreached places where they were not present before 2004. 2014 to 2024, BJP government was there. My simple question is this: what Hindu organizations have done equivalent to what jihadis and missionaries have done in respective fields? And this is a soul searching that all Hindu organizations needs to understand. And if you are not going to create that particular sort of thing, then no government will save you permanently. The last 10 years, what UPA has done, it took 10 years for Narendra Modi, and even it is not enough for him to undo the damage what they have done previously in capturing institutions. How many NGOs? How many government aided projects? How many other projects they have deployed? In how many institutions they have entered into? How many linguistic organizations they have captured? How many educational institutions they have created PhDs and other things? How many resource material they have created? What we have done in the last 10 years, this BJP can't do. This is not BJP is not supposed to do. They have given a government. But the thing is, what you have done from your part, it is, I'm not only asking one Hindu organization, I'm asking this question to a whole lot of Hindu organization, from Isha, from Amritanandamai, from Ramakrishna Mission, from RSS, to any organization. Because we don't have this missionary mindset. Because missionaries plan for centuries. But we don't plan for centuries. I mean, this what we can say, the kalpana daridriyam of ours, that is responsible for the result what we are facing today. The seeds sown then by the UPA, this has been in the last 1.5 to 2 years, because of some other local dispute, they are able to exploit that fault lines. And this fault line, they have chosen an opposition group to defeat Modi. And this is what they have really done. So this defeat is not a Modi's defeat or so. I think it is a collective Hindu defeat. That Modi is also Hindu. So he is also a part of this collective group. So something that what we have missed in the last 10 years, we are suffering because of that.
Next one, please. Thank you, Chari, for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you, Ravirao, for your generous donation. I feel opposition wanted to avoid full majority to BJP as they themselves are not willing to accept Raga as PM. If intentions were to come to power, they would have rejected the verdict. Thoughts?
They will not do it, because if they are going to do it, that will again strengthen Narendra Modi. Look, this is a seat which Congress has not even expected in its dreams. If Congress is going to reject this, then what will happen? Then easily BJP will come and say that Congress is undemocratic. Since he is a loser, Congress is always a loser. We are always a winner. So now what the narrative is that BJP is a loser as if Congress is a winner, as Congress has formed a government in the country. This is how the narrative is now. If this is not, if they are going to say the other way around, then the steam what Congress got because of this result is going to go away from it. So they know very well, and they will not do this. And Congress is expecting some defection will take place in BJP, because now they started peddling that because of Hindutva, BJP has lost. Because of a rift between Gujarati lobby and Yogi Adityanath, this has happened. Because of the rift between RSS and BJP, this has happened. And because of taking issues like 370 and the Ayodhya, the moderate Muslim has moved out of BJP. So now they are forcing BJP to put all Hindutva issues into back burner. And this type of narrative they could not have set if they are going the other way around. And now their idea will be, in the next term, they want to make BJP government just like a day-to-day government running at the mercy of someone else and not making any big decision or a concrete decision, and making it as a weak government. Based on this, they can exploit politically and come back to power later. And this is what Congress has really chosen. And this is any party. If I am an advisor to Congress, I will advise this.
Next one, please. Srinivas MS, thank you so much. BJP leadership became very arrogant and unapproachable to karyakartas, well-wishers, to the extent that a common BJP voter was feeling it. If not 24, this was bound to happen in 29. Your thoughts?
This is what I mentioned some time back. I can't see their feet in the ground. It is 11.5 meters above, 11.5 kilometers. That is the stratosphere. So it was there. That is a problem. So when BJP karyakartas went to some of the leaders, they are not seeing even their shadow in the BJP karyalaya. And even if they come, and they come with the, what you can say, like a very big leader, and people who worked for say 20, 30 years for the party, they have to stand like a beggar in front of these offices. And this we have seen. That is point number one. And point number two, BJP is basically a cadre-driven party. So the food of the BJP is the cadres. But unfortunately, there were several comments which even went when the South Madras candidates were announced. One name cropped up here in the question, question column. So I said that when the name cropped up, don't decide a leader based on Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. I don't want to mention those names. So this, when this, the digital campaign, when it comes up, party leadership try to put candidates or try to recognize people based on WhatsApp, based on Twitter, based on Facebook, not based on what is happening at the ground level, because they are also disconnected from it. And we become more tech savvy. That is a problem in BJP. But they have to understand that it has to go hand in glove with the ground reality. But the ground reality is what the jihadis, missionaries, and left-wing extremists, that is what I mean to say. You call them urban Naxal. I don't say urban Naxal. They are LWEs. It's a common name. Whether urban or rural, a left-wing extremist is an extremist. So they have created that work where we are absent totally. And one thing that you need to understand from Tamil Nadu results also, Seeman got around 8.5% of votes. It is a parliament election. He has increased from 6.8 to 8.5%. The party has not paid to the worker. It is the people who voted and the people who worked for the party, they worked to put money from their own pockets and they worked. Right. None of them are committed to that ideology. That's a different case altogether. But BJP has to realize, BJP has come to this level by the work of the people who sacrificed themselves in some way or the other for the well-being of the nation or the well-being of the dharma. And this is what the basic thing BJP. We forget that, okay, many leaders whom I talked in the last 10-15 years, they said, Gautamji, society has changed, so we have to change. If society has changed, then how Seeman can get 8.5%? So, right, I may disagree with this ideology or something else, but there are people who are still willing to sacrifice for a higher cause. And this thing went out of the optics because BJP tasted power and was in a power for a longer period. And I hope that BJP leadership at all levels will learn this lesson from this debacle. This is what I hope.
GS Gopalakrishnan, Bhagyanagar or Hyderabad, thank you so much. Now 4 independent and 7 from other parties making NDA to 303 today. I'm not a quiet, sir.
Sir, what I am seeing, okay, this will happen because if you are going to become the Prime Minister, most of these MPs, they will switch sides. This is common in our country. The entire Northeast parties will support BJP day after tomorrow if they are going to get the government because you get an unlimited amount of funds. So that is going to happen. The thing is BJP, what BJP has to do now is to increase its tally to 303 by manufacturing some defections. Then this 303 will stay. If BJP is not going to do it at the earliest, there is always a possibility for some corporate companies to broker a deal between some parties and even split the BJP. That may also happen. So this is something BJP is to be mindful of.
Next one, please. Manjusha Praveen, thank you so much. Next one. RSF, thank you. From Gaur Rakshas to Gundas to comments on Kashi Mathura, the anti-Hindu programs in Delhi, Manipur and West Bengal, Sultan Naimuddin, Ahmed Shah failed Hindus, not the other way around. Sorry, Bala.
Man, I can't get it.
So I think he's saying the Muslim consolidation is what did did BJP in.
Yeah, that is fine. That is did in. But why BJP has lost around 8.5% in Uttar Pradesh? The previous election you got that much amount of percentage of votes. It is not only the division of votes has brought back the other parties to power. You lost 10% in Rajasthan. Then who has not voted for you? And this is something that BJP has to do the soul searching. We Hindus failed. We Hindus failed to protect ourselves. This is what I feel. Because anyway, the Muslim is not going to vote you. And you can say how many Awas Yojana we have constructed some amount of houses in one particular area. In the booth, not even a single vote was casted for BJP. This is what the result says. But you have constructed around 300 or 400 plus houses under Narendra Modi's Awas Yojana. So no mullah is going to vote for you.
Thank you so much, Gautam ji. And viewers, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back in half an hour's time in Hindi with Sumit Pirji as we dissect and analyze what is going to be coming down the pipeline in a few days. And Gautam ji, thank you so much, sir. We'll be back again with you next Thursday. Till then, please stay tuned. And sir, from all our audience and also from all the team at PGurus, please keep expressing your views. It doesn't have to be in congruence with what I am saying, sir. I am half the world away and I am often as wrong as I am right. So don't worry about that, sir. I would like you to speak your mind. Absolutely no problems at all. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Namaste. you.